How you doing? Bought this new carrot juice. Bolt House. Bolt House is a lightning bolt. It says arms and farms and larms, and it's just a good word. Now, did they go under the ground, and can they control the grounds? Yes, they can control the ground by the seed, because every ground is way too different. It would be too costly for them. They would never make it. But they can replace that by putting it in here. They block the light out because they know it takes away the energy. Good. The question is, the plastic is a plastic film. This is a regular bottle. They make these for everybody. They take this bottle and they line it with a coating that only 36, 48, whatever hours will go right into your drink. Nobody will even be able to find out. Nobody at all. And we're going to be inhaling, but now what we're inhaling is second effect vibrations that say, oh, I'm a little jittery, or hey, let's go to the store. It's just stuff like that, because once you get to the store, you see the sign, the guy braked in front of you, and it's a whole big plan. I mean, it's not a little thing, these evil people. They're not just out here killing people. That's not them. That's not them at all. You got it mixed up. The evil devil demon is not who's hurting us. They're making us live. But what happens? They have to tell people on this earth. They have to split it up so the lost, everything gets lost in the found. Oh, I found it. Oh, it's not a blue, it's a red sock. No, it's not a green. Would your father say I'm getting blue in the face? Or would your father say I'm getting red in the face? Red in the face is an embarrassment. Maybe we don't live actually under red. Maybe we do live in red-blue. More of a cherry Coke or something. You see, the originality of the red is the red. That's the originality. It is what it is. There's no actual red in Monopoly unless you go to Kentucky, K. Then you go over to Indiana, I. Then you go over to Illinois, I got KII, Kill 99. 3 reds, Kentucky, the horses. That's exactly what the initials say. If you go to the other corner, because the reflection of the other corner, you would go around the other corner and you would have New York, Tennessee, and St. James. Oh, I'm getting good at memorizing everything now. You know why? Because I want to forget and remember, and I don't really care. I'm giving you the story the way I could. You got to be all Inspector Clouseaus and break these things apart in order to understand that we're not a jack. To the system we are a jack, but we're not a jack. Do you know who we are? This is who we are. We're lost souls. We've got the ace mother with us, but we're still looking to the left. Why are we looking to the left? You see what it says 808 on a tombstone? You know why? Because it should say 818. There is no 18. The 1 is a special tool. You want me to show you what the 1 does? Okay, now, tell me what I have here. What do I have here? I have 10. There's 10 number 1s in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, that's it, man. Each one an own square. If he takes 2 squares, he's bigger. The 2 is bigger because I showed you him bigger. But you know what? You know what the mother number 1 can do to you when she takes her DNA? Look what she does when she takes your DNA. I'm going to try and keep the camera. You see, when she does your DNA that you want split, she'll come like that. There you go. There you got 1, 2, and now you got 2 2s. Now you got this bar in the center. When you turn the bar in the center, the 2 2s seem to move away, and they turn the other way. Here's a 2, and then you just have to bring it back this way, and the 2 became a 5. From A to stay into 13, A goes 2 dice cubes to 12. The 12 is the letter L. If you see, it's here, the L. It's in one corner, the L, and it's upside down, and it turns into the turnstile. You want to see who you are? This is who we are. Something like that. You know why? Because it's our 2 wings. And if you want, we can go like that. That makes 2/4 of who we are. But we don't want to do that. You end up to be a kite, and then they pull you around with strings. So you don't get into that. So this is 12. 2 dice go to 12. 1 plus 12 equals 13. But the 13th one, which is an M, which is made like this, is also the same thing as this. The V in the center and the 1 on the side says A to E, because the V equals 5 in Roman numerals, and this equals 5 in our alphabet. And it says with you, it says. So now you got A to E, but A to E you need to lock it up. So A to E is the 15th letter, and that's the O. We locked up A and E inside the O. The A is the angel, and the E is the water to get in, arts and entertainment. But when you create A and E and you get into the world, you get a U and a U, and you're locked up right here for life. Up this line over here is where the light is. But you're always living in the element of this world. It's always like this. It's always like a 3, and then I can go like this if I want. And it becomes a baseball. So we're always going around. So we're running at U, which equals 21U, and we end up at O, which is 15O, but we can't forget between A and E was a C. So we have to bring with the whole family. Okay, so everybody, because this is too far, there's one man in the middle that's missing. So we put the C over here. So 15 now gets 3. So now we got 21, and the bottom part is 18. They're both red in roulette. They total 39, which is street, R-U-E, or S-T. In between 18 and 21 is 19 and 20, which is S-T for street or saints. 21 out, 7th inning. 18 out, 6th inning, calls on the 7th inning stretch, or are we playing T-ball? So this is the few things you can do with 13. Somebody told me there was 13 so many millions of miles that the light speed attracts. Well, it's not that it attracts. It's constantly moving. It goes right through us and out and in us and out, and it's just a constant return of our thoughts for as fast as we can breathe. The reason it's the one of the whatever, because that's the breath of the whatever the time it takes. By the time you finish taking your breath, it's already in. So we have New York, Tennessee, St. James. S and J equals 1029, which is a creation of something. T is in on this planet, and NY is 57. 57 is a moon. A moon is an egg. So that would say there's something coming. 1 and 3 is 4. The total number on the second side of 10 is 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 is the last, 10 is the first, 11 and 12 is in between. 11th month and 12th month. 12th month it can't happen because the 4th week wouldn't calculate. 4 by 7 is 28, it's after the 21st. This comes out to November 4th or something. I don't know what it is. But somebody was doing something about Obama and Mitt Romney. They had this little thing, and they received numbers. And Obama received the number of 41 something to Mitt Romney's. I wish I can find where I was. I may have to do another video. Well, anyways, it was Mitt Romney, I think, 3816, 39,116, and Obama was, I think, 41,000,000,000. But all those O's mean, okay, All those O's mean is spirit, angel, and man, and how many times. It takes 4 of them to make a circuit. So if you got 8, it means 2 years, 20 years, 200 years. Since you have the 4 on it, okay, it's 4 by 50 years. It's 200 years plus the 1 spirit. 41 is the Mediterranean. It connects to under the water all the way over to the Baltic. It's like a bull. It shoves its horns out all the way around, and it knows what's happening everywhere. 116 or 11.6 is KF, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Chickens used to be tunas, and tunas were chickens. Can you believe I would say that? And I believe it. 39 116, which makes 3 13s, that's a full connect. 116 says all the months of the year. 11.6 says November. Boardwalk, Park Place. 39 plus 116 is 155. That is liberty. 155. It's also the name for Jews. If they say Jews, the word Jews. 1, 1, and 5 is the one who owns this earth, of the 1 spirit. We're of the O spirit. We are of the 0 spirit. Our value climbs all the time. We are many numbers, but we are still of the O spirit, the passage of light. So this says 39 155. 55 is 212 212. That's blocking the train tracks, my friends. Oh my God. And Obama, he's calling over. They call over from Baltic, and they go over to Oriental, they call for Tokyo, and they end up in the Mediterranean at the end. It's a cycle of 3 and 4 for a triangle. You know, 2 triangles, 1 turns 1, 1 turns 1, 1 turns 1, and you do it in the computer and it's telling you what to do. Now if you want to go in the order of the months of the year, February has the 6th letter, the 2nd month of the 6th letter. It is also the 1st month, okay, in Revelation to the month of June, which is the 6th month. 6, 22, 6, February, April, June. Phaja. It says Phaja Géant. Phaja Géant. What does that mean? O-D-S, O-N-D, second, the second God. The total of the numbers for the months in initials are 45. It says 1 whole wing, my friend. A whole wing. But of course wings are cut in half. 8 times 45 is 360. Just funny little animals you can draw out of letters, eh? It's the letter R. She's even got nice lips on that side, eh? But it's all the letter R that turns into fish and beacons and whatever you want. The R is a letter that has the open mouth to talk anywhere he wants. That's why sometimes I understand some of the Jews. When they say the Reish, he goes up the tree and he talks what he wants. The Reish don't listen. He cares so much, but he don't listen. No, because I'm not hurting anybody, so let me climb the damn tree. Otherwise, they'll knock down the damn tree. Knocking down the damn tree. Well, get the beavers out of the water then. Oh, what did you say? I said, get the beavers out of the water. All the kids are swimming. But I'm knocking down a tree. You said a dam, that's a tree, because a dam holds up everything that's behind it. The dam is the power wall of the tree, of who is the tree is the tree. Trois. Come and speak the French language. Do the languages and sounds of the world. Oh, it's such a wonder to learn one word. How things, I can learn a word, I look at it, and I don't care what anybody else writes. I know where the letters come from. Then, I have to understand A, B, C, D, and come out with a resolution. Without hurting anybody, putting anything online other than my observation and my own definition. Write down what you don't like. I hate this. I don't like this. My body never let me consume this. This is so important to us that we consume something that pushes straight up. Look, thousands of holes, bright and clear marrow inside. It is the light that proves the life of anything that lives anywhere. Otherwise, nothing survives. You know the way it's like? It was like on Mars, where they had to live under the ground. God leaves his light run forever and ever in any system. If it's a system, he built it. He will take away the people from in the system, but the lights must not go out. Understand me, Georgia? The lights must not go out, but they will go out. For 3 long days they will go out, and we will question everything. And we will think it's Armageddon. But it is Armageddon. Somebody's getting his arm and he's turning the lights out. Block the whole sun. Don't worry about it. But it's going to happen a second time. That's when you got to worry about Star Wars. Star Wars is a system to get you onto the street and out of your house and to run away without thinking. We are here for the concept. The concept is, if you stay in your house and you go with your house and your family and they take you out, don't worry about it. Because you're going to go out one day anyways. The other thing is, if this truth about the light is true, then when you go out, you go in. Don't be scared. Make sure it's quick. If Christ was real, why didn't they hang him by his neck? Or by his feet, let the blood drain out. I mean, I saw them, how they hang the chickens. I saw how they got rid of everybody. The pigs, you know what they used to do to the pigs? They give them a bullet right here. They don't even let them do anything, because they can't lift up the fat bastards. I don't get enough likes. I don't get enough comments. People of the light, I bring the message upon you. From where she comes, the vibrations within, I only speak because I feel the vibrations, and I cannot speak different. And if I do not speak at all, then I will be within ever heated inside. I got a line that I want to salute. 2 cards that I woke up to in the bathroom, upside down from each other. Look what they can do with these cards. See, they look like they're in one. The eggs go into each other. This is Barack Obama, the 2 eggs. That big gorilla they've been building underneath the water. It seems like a spook house just to think of it, that there can be an egg that they've been going underneath the water, because there's a basin inside Lake Mead. There's a reason these cards were changed. Listen, I'm playing cards all my life. Six, 7. The only difference is the dot up there and the 8. The world we're in, the 2 moons. There are 2 moons, my friends, in the air. You just don't know it. Mark a spot on the moon and check every single moon that comes out. You will see it's not the same moon. They never come out in the same position. When I mean the same position, one is tilted more than the other one. There's a tilt on it. I can tell by the glare. Is it all in the 808 bicycle card? Is that it? Is that who God is? A woman of light. A heart of light. She is both. She is race. She turns around, she's a woman. She turns around, she's a man. She knows what she has to be when you come up to her. She's holographic, just like we might be. We might go up and we might be like Dragon Ball Z or any other cartoon electronic because it works better than these bodies, don't it? And part of the electronics aren't good, you buy a new one. We're interchangeable forever. As long as we're so small compared to the universe, all we got to do is keep freezing them in hell and pick them up from thereafter. Floppy disks. Now, let me get back to that Obama thing. It was 41 and 39. That's 80. 116 means all the months. The months end in November. Everybody knows Christmas time and Hanukkah time is not the time. The month to remember, Je me souviens, 1976 here in Quebec for the separation. What did René Lévesque know? What is Pauline Marois thinking? What is the Prime Minister of Canada doing? This is not a business. This is a personal. A country is a personal. You take care of the personals, you ask the personals, because some of the personals that don't know anything might have all the answers for you. So if we're not run like personals and children, as adults and seniors, we are run by somebody who is just running the business. The trophy is Canada. But if the 21st does come, and we do come for a twist, I can see the results already. And it's pretty much funny, because you'll be able, in the new world, now this is all freaking me out too, so maybe it's not real, but in the new world, you're going to turn on your TV, and you're going to watch the shows from Earth. The news, the shows that the people are doing, and you're going to be laughing because you know better, but at the same time, we are going to be the light to get the rest of those people off that planet and up where we're going to be. In the light, wherever that is, no idea. Could be millions of miles away. So you ain't going to your local depender for gas. I haven't written much, but that's the letter R. It's the Cancer sign. Except it's standing on one side, there's no more roundabout. It's now been backed off. Those are the months of the year. 45 over here. These months over here, January, March, May, July, July, October is lost, August is lost, June is lost, February is lost. We come all the way over here. This side, the answer is 71. 71 is the one spirit of the seven. Those are J, N, J, S, and D. Jack, spirit, birth, death. January, janvier, janvier, la Vierge est arrivée. March of the angels, of the march of dimes, of the march of Jerusalem, of the march of the every march we ever had, the Easter egg and the bunny rabbit putting out eggs because it's our head, the egg that didn't think all the life long. Then we come to July and all surprise. It's for everybody, July. It's a mixed up world because once you reach the 7th month, you know there are going to be 12 and 13 moons equaling to the skies of Jack until the ace comes along at the end of the pack, the cross, a Rubik's Cube. 71 for the odd numbers, but 7 and 1 is 8. 45 for the even numbers, 4 and 5 is 9. 9 by 8 is 72, and you have 1/4 of the piece that turns this entire earth. 1/4 of the Monopoly board. 45 would put you on reading. 71 would put you in jail. One is on reading on the tracks, the other one is on jail. That's the way the odds and the even numbers work in the months. DNS, second spirit of Jack. Moses, Mario, Mary. And the other one, it's Faja. I don't know what that means. Does that mean anything to you? Faja? Vaja? Vajana? Vajo? Oh my God. Listen to this. 2S, okay, is 12, plus 10 for who you are. This is the month of February because it starts and it divides. You have to put 2 F's in February for the first 14 days and for the second 14 days. 6, 22, 6. So you go vajana, vajand, virgin. So it almost says Virgin Mary on it in the second half. First, second, third, fourth, the fifth month is October. Instead of having May as the fifth month, now October is the fifth month. It is the center of everything. And now it has the reason for a value of O equals 15. Because when O goes to the center, you grab from two sides. You grab from two sides, 5 and 5 into the 5. You got 555, which means 125th day. And you got the 5th day of May. Oh my God. The day I got sick, a day later, once October moves into the May position as planets, that means October becomes the 15, and October 4th becomes the last day. The last connecting day with the 5th, and then the last day, because you have to connect to the passage. But the passage doesn't count. It's just the passage at midnight between 1 and 2. Between 1 and 2 is 1.5. 1.5, 1.5. So October. So January is February. So we have to redo the calendar because there's going to be months missing. And there were 72. We are 1/4 of 72. Unless we have nothing to do with this anymore. Unless up in heaven, they have 144 in heaven. We come in with our 72. That makes 216. 216 hours is 10 days, 9 days awake at 16 hours, and 6 days asleep at 8 hours, and 24 hours for God equals 216. 606, 1 and 3 days, it becomes 601, 6 points, 1.3 points for the field goal. You can go overboard or underboard, it doesn't matter, they put you on the 5-yard line, so you know you're on the train, so you know it's for a 2-pointer. You're running on the ground, they're going to pass it, you're going to get 2 extra points after your touchdown. The old May is number 13, and the new October, okay, is the 5th, would make 18 Rayshon Carr. Again, the old May with the October of the regular letter count of 15 makes 28, again, in time heaven. So there's another time heaven that we're surrounded by again, and the months, I think, are longer, because I know September should go to be 34 days. In order to complete the piano of 52, you have to arrive at more numbers of days in a month. Now the Mayan said there was 20 of 18 days. So let's say there was 18 of 20. So now let's say there was 9 of 40. So every month would be 40 days. 9 by 40 is 360 degrees around, and you went around the whole month. So let me write that down. A month is 40 days, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months equals 280 days. And that is, you can't go to the last, can you go to the last one? Yeah, well, let's say 280 days. 28 is the number of man of the egg, equals to 42, the angel number. So that 280 days, because the hours are different now, that 280 will turn into, if I'm not sure, 360. But 40 days times 9 equals 360 degrees. So every time you go a month, you go 360 degrees. You go 9 months, 7 months a year, you go 7 times 360. 7 times 360 by 7, 0. 7 by 6 is 42, 4. 7 by 3 is 210. 252. That's what the Mayans counted. Now, if we were in the 10 world, why are we back into the 7 worlds? Because it's only one 7 world. Because it's only one 7 world, and you can go grab both ends like you want. There's no stick that's going between you. Before it was like this. And they put that stick, but that stick is gone. Now you're free. You're in the house. Once you're in the house, there's house number 1, house number 2, house number 3, house number 4, house number 5, house number 6. You're living in number 7. You're always a continuous light from here, but you can go to any house you want. This goes around in 360, plus you put one on top, plus you put one on the bottom, and you create it like a soccer ball, and it'll tell you things. I know it seems awkward that I'm trying to tell people that 72 times 5 is 360. 288 times 1.25 is 360. 19 times 19 equals 360 plus 1. 57 times 2 is 114, which is 3 times 38. Is this the real world? All we got is 4. They show us the number, 6 up, 9 down. We got the whole number. Is that the world, or that's the world we're going into? What do the other cards say? Because don't forget. Look at this card. And look at this card. We're leaving. We're leaving. You see they pulled this out. You see this pin over here, the pin of time? It's one turns, the other turns, the day and the night. We're leaving. No more pin in the wheel. It's out. The cards are not allowed to lie. They are the game. They are the numbers. They have to say exactly what's going on. You can buy 25 different packs, and when the minute you see one difference, you know it's showing you right away. 2 in the corner, 1 up, 1 down. Everything is fair on this card. Everything is fair. This one's down, that one's up, that one's up, that one's down. And that's it. Where is the... Aces. Let me see how this works. Just give me a second. Oh, I'm sitting down on Spanish train and I think I can slip another ace. How about that? 4 aces in one card, eh? Not bad, eh? The truth of going back home. You're back down to even money. You lose one, you get one. But at the end, remember, 5 of hearts is up. This is the evil card that has done everything to us in our entire lives. This is what everybody should be scared of. This is the dragon card, my friends. Where it pulled the 2 worlds down here to the 2 worlds up here, directed by 1. Here's a single eye and here's an eye. If you want me to draw it, I'll do it quick. She holds on to you by both sides. These make your rivers. These make your passages. This is what you stack things on. This is the way a building design has to be shaped in order for it not to fall. Besides, for the outsides, that got to be restacked here and here, the pivot lines. You see that on roulette. This is one of those nuclear exhaust systems, those tunnels. They don't tunnel it out. How much nuclear are they actually using? Who's using the nuclear? What for are they using the nuclear in the middle of the desert? Because they're going down, my friends. Down. Where they didn't want anybody to be, so they made sure that they built the Dubai in the water. They knew how far Dubai can go down in the water to reconnect with the underwater source. From the buildings that are downstairs. Down, 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 until you reach the outside of the real world. Below where no man has ever been before, but a vision of mine. Here we have the game of 40. and that's it. It's 1 against 1. But on the bottom, it sort of lies. It says 0, 1. On the top, it says 10, 10. So it's 20 against 0, 1, 0, 1. 0, 1, 0, 1. But we have the club in the middle, so that says life. This is life. Okay, once the club is up, they put this on one ear, this on your head, this on the other ear. Now they got the acoustics with you, all plugged up, and now we go. God's got your ears, God's got your head. It's your decision. That's going to be in between everything. Because that little stand there, well, that's actually the top of your head right here. After that, they'll have your head. It's like the suction cup they pull you out when you're a child. Look how vicious this 5 looks, eh? Can you see what it actually is? It's an L and then a big circle. It looks like it's going to close the circle. C and L. CL, and you can have it as a U, but C and L, it's CLD, closed, because there's 4 dots on this. Or it's the 5 letter, CLUE. It's a clue. 5, 5 is a clue. When you hook this over here, you hook the 2 together to go up. This over here is the bird. She's got you by your feet. You go down, pick up the 5 who's down on earth, and take him away. We can leave it at that. Is there anything else? I've written down so many things and numbers. I'm still saying 808 is actually 240. 15 times 8 is 120, and 15 times 8. Don't tell me 8 has nothing, because 8 is the storyboard of where you stand right now, that you've already gotten here, and your step is going to be away and not in. You're stepping in, you're not stepping out. It's the stepping out that counts 1 of where you're stepping 2. But it's not 2, but it is stepping 2, because you stepped 1 to get to 1, you actually took 2 right in the words. So the minimum is always stepping out 2. So once you step out 2, you've stepped out 3. 2 in the 1 step out. I feel it. I know, I see, I understand. But I've been going very slow lately. Very slow. It's very mysterious. I'm not sure which way to go. It confuses me. But the best thing they usually say, when you're confused, just remember the light and push on and find something else to do. So, we're going to do that right now. Just remember the light, my friends. Remember that light. Search for it even when you don't know, even when you think it's stupid. Search for it, my friends. I'm going to show you how to search for it. Raphael, 7286 in the constellation upon Pegasus, the horse who is going to save us all when she swoops down. But from then to now, we have to understand the beaver before we leave her. The beaver is on top, or the beaver is on the bottom. But if there's no more water, there's no more bottom for the beaver. So she goes on top again. She walks out of the lake, from the bottom of the lake, the biggest beaver you've ever seen. She's been like an add-on of some sort. The numbers say, number 93 is the root. The date comes out of a crap game. Double me up by throwing me a 4 or a 10. If you get the 4, there's a chance you have 6 in a row. One side is knocked out. If you get the 10, you knock the whole thing out in bowling. Now, this game has already been bowled by angel-jeckl from Bugs Bunny. And he took a cannon and he kept banging a cannon against the rocks, against the rocks, against the rocks, until he got to this big place. And they told him, try this one. And he tried it. And now you have to know where Highway 93 is. 7286, Pegasus, and the Angels of Light. I am blessed and I thank you.